Hello, welcome back to my channel, The World According to Lisa. Today I'm going to film the tag that Jerusha started from Jerusha Couture TV, and it's the top 2014 favourites. So it's what your favourite things were in 2014, and I was tagged by Have Louis Will Travel. I think tagged me to do it, which I love being tagged to do things. So I've gathered, sorry, this top's not right. I've gathered everything here, and it took like a good 20 minutes to get everything. So this is going to be a really long video because last year was kind of a pre-Paris and an after Paris of favourite items. About probably 2 years ago, I really have got into Louis Vuitton. Before that, I was more Chanel, and I think it was due to living in Shanghai and going to China a lot and seeing all the fakes that I didn't want to get anything LV. But now that I have got a lot, I'm just like in love with it. So yeah, so I used to get like Chanel and Balenciaga. So I have a large collection, but last year and the year before were really year of the Louis Vuitton for me. All right, so let's get started with handbags. So this was purchased my Speedy 30. Okay, so this was, yeah, purchased probably 2 years ago, my Speedy 30. And I got my name in gold here, my initials, and that's the extension strap, which I'm trying to get the leather to patina evenly. So this I purchased afterwards, and I had to wait 8 months for, and that's been in the window now for I don't know how long. But anyway, that's definitely in my favourites. The size I do find gets a bit small. I have a base shaper in there now. So that was pre-Paris. Then my Speedy, which I'm absolutely in love with, my Speedy 35 in the damier bin, which is the newer style with the little padding and things. So this I absolutely love. I do find I overpack it and it gets quite heavy, but I just think the size and the pattern, the colour of the pattern is just divine. It's my first handbag in this pattern. So they're my two Speedies. Last year in Jakarta for Christmas, around Christmas time in the new year, I got my GM Neverfull, which was also the new version. Comes with a little extra, like a pochette, which I don't know where that is right now, but anyway, this was my first, no, sorry, this is my second Neverfull, and I have another one that I will probably sell. I'll do a video on that one. It's of the Epi leather, and I went in actually to buy this one, and I probably got a bit sidetracked. It has my little initials here. I decided to get the understated version. So yeah, I got sidetracked and I purchased the other one instead, which I will do a separate video that I'm selling. So that's the largest size in the Neverfull. I can't put that down on the ground because Chica will probably chew it. So this was pre-Paris. This is my Prada handbag. My first Saffiano leather. I had the nylon ones growing up. This I absolutely love. I'm still meant to get Trina the style number, but Trina Lever, she has now since gone out and actually purchased a similar bag. So yeah, I just like wearing this one crossbody. I like the structuredness to it. So this definitely falls within my favourites. So it's not too large, you can get a larger size. It's not the double zip one, it's the one, so it's a bit different to one that Trina has. Has a zip in the middle here where I tend to keep my purse. So that was definitely a favourite from last year. And it was quite hard to get in the silver hardware. Sticking with handbags, this is after Paris. I purchased this in Paris, is my Givenchy tote. So it just had a mark on it. The leather on this, sorry, that's like a canvas, it's not a leather. Well, this part is leather, but the canvas on this is just amazing. I'd say it's cotton lined in there, feels like a cotton, but it's kind of like a Saffiano canvas again, and so it's been treated that same way. It has that pattern. Hope that's coming up. I just love this. I love how lightweight it is to begin with. I love a good tote. Like, I'm obsessed with tote bags. So I carry, as you know, a little wok. Quite often I carry my wok, and then I will have everything else in one of my tote bags. So yeah, those two definitely have to get a mention for last year. In love with those. The last handbag that I would like to talk about is my single flap Chanel Jumbo, which you cannot get anymore. They only come in the double flap with the silver hardware, and it's not calf skin leather. Oh gosh, the thing has slipped my mind. So I was talking Saffiano leather. Anyway, I'll insert it below. It's going to come to me later and everyone will go, oh, you don't even know the name of the leather. I do. I know it's not calf skin. I just can't think right now. So, yeah. All right, so that's it there. And I love this one because it can be crossbody, which we all know I love a crossbody handbag. And when you're 6 foot tall, you know, it is hard to get a long crossbody bag. So yeah, this one definitely has to get a mention. And then even when I use it like this, you know, it still looks really nice, I think. So, like, I had this out with me today, just casual, you know, with a jacket and some boots and a slip dress, and it's the Chanel Wok. And I've done a lot of videos on this, a lot of YouTube videos on this, just with comparisons between my new Lady Dior. I did get this in 2014. It was a spur of the moment purchase, which I tend to do my best purchases like that. It's from the Dallas Cowboy Collection. And it's in the patent leather. Oh, there's a lip gloss in here. So, yeah, this one does get a lot of wear. So this was my first wallet on a chain. I love the hardware. Chanel rang me the other day because I'm waiting. I want to get a La Boy in this leather again, not in the calf skin, because I just find with my one calf skin Chanel handbag, I just, you know, I get too nervous. I'm going to wreck it. Okay, so that's the Wok. Let's move on to, we'll stick with all the Louis Vuitton items. My makeup bag, which is the largest size in the makeup bag, which I purchased last year in Jakarta as well, when I went to visit family. This bag is just amazing. Now, what I keep in here is just, if I had to go on the run and do my makeup out in a coffee shop that day for work, everything that's in there I could put my face on for the day. So that last year was definitely a favourite. My little pochette, which I've never owned a pochette. As you can see, last year was really the year of Louis Vuitton for me. I did purchase 2 Chanel bags. No, that was the year before. The GST, I think I purchased. I can't remember if that was 2014 or 13, the GST, my grand shopping tote. Caviar, and the caviar leather. See? I told you I would get it. I'm not silly as I look. Oh, some people might beg to differ. Caviar leather. Yeah, so I want my new boy wok to be in caviar leather. So anyway, this gets on the favourites list. I'm so glad I got this with the little trunk on it. I got my sister one in Paris, but obviously without the trunk. There's one out now. They bring them out at Christmas, the limited edition ones. This I love because I can fit a matte compact in, a lip gloss, some tissues, and go out the door. Some people use it as a wallet. You know, their products are just beyond versatile. Like, you know, the versatility of them is not even a smart enough word or wise enough word. They're just so lovely. And I think that's why last year when I started to, I had a wallet and this coin purse way before, you know, 2-3 years ago. I had them many years. But I've really just got into them, like I said, in the last 2 years. And now I know what the obsession is about. You know, I don't think I could just use those as my handbags because they're just too recognisable. So I do love to spread the love around. You know, I do have loves for other handbags and other brands. But your LV products are just your go-to products. You know, they're amazing. So anyway, back to the favourites. I'll mention these 3. My little coin purse always gets a mention. This thing is so old now and it's still, you know, is in amazing condition. It's immaculate. I love it. And I wanted to include one of these and they didn't call it a clay. So I don't know. This one definitely, I know it's over the top. I do keep my earbuds in there, but let me tell you, that is the best way to keep them. You know, I've seen in some of my friends' handbags how they keep theirs, and you need sanitary gloves just to go into the handbag. So, and it's wrapped with cords all around, and you have to replace those. They break. Little pochette clay type thing. Let's call it a clay. It's a key accessories. You put your keys on there in the multicolour. I spoke to my SA, the gorgeous David, about this. As you all know, yes, we know this is going out of production. They're not making any more. We all know that. He gets told that every second day, or, you know, I don't know. He gets told that 5 times a day. And he just pretends he's never, you know, like that person's the first person to tell him. Anyway, all right. So this product, my LV travel piece, has to get a mention as well because I took this to Paris last year. And I also, toiletry case, also have another one, which currently I just store my passport in and things like that. Spare dust bags. You know, spare LV dust bags. I just adore having this. When I go travelling, I just feel so glamorous, and I'll take this to Sydney with me on this trip. Okay, so some little more SLGs is my, after Paris, is my Goya little pouch with the beautiful cotton lining, the yellow lining. As you can see, I'm a mad makeup person, so I do swap between the pochette and this one. So I can fit more in here, and I have lip glosses and that, so this gets a mention for sure. The quality on this is amazing. Obviously, You know, some people think it's more elite than Louis Vuitton because it's not as recognizable, or I don't know. I wouldn't want to, you know, rag on either company. So I love both of them, and I love the fact that I've got a few pieces. Two little pieces that I got in Jakarta as well. I love going on overseas shopping hauls. So if I go overseas, I just go all out. It's more fun. You'll pick up different things. You can guaranteed to pick up, you know, different things that you may not get here. And it just is a fun thing to do, to splurge. So I got these two items, which are obviously Chanel, and in the red caviar. And are they wearing well? Yes, I think they are. This side has a little zip, which I put coins in. This side has a press stud, which I put notes and cards in. I love having matchy-matchy, so if I pull out a red bag, I will use the card holder as well, and I'll use everything red. And I like the way it's silver. So those pieces are just divine. They're getting a little bit dirty, but so this I did get. This is after I got in Paris, another red item, Prada item. This has to go into the favourites. It took me a long time to use this product or this item. And then when I did, I thought, oh my God, why haven't I been using it? I do have a lot of small leather goods though, and I find I like to use them all. So I can't just use one thing and then, you know, go on to use that then for the next 6 to 12 months. I change things out and I change things around, but that, just for receipts and all those extra coffee cards you get and my migraine tablets in the back, notes, it was just really good. So I highly recommend anyone to get one of these. I think when I was over there, they sold me the older version. They should have really given me the option, because now you can get ones with the card slots here, the 2 or 3 card slots there. So I was a little bit upset about that. But, you know, what can you do? Okay, now moving on to something other than handbags is my 2 watches that were my favourites for last year. My Hermes watch that I have also been slack at. Lady Bag Muffin wanted to know what style this was. I posted it on Instagram. It's obviously the, oh God, my name is just Cape Cod, the Cape Cod, and there's all different versions. There's probably about, no joking, 6 different versions of this watch. This is actually one of the men's faces of it. I had to get a bigger band because I'm polar bear size. So I got this, like I said, I think I said in Paris, it's automatic. So it does stop moving and you have to shake it like 15 times, get the date going, which is fine. It's my first automatic watch. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the way the leather is going brown. And yeah, I've wanted this. This has been on my wish list for probably a good 15 years. No joke. The other favourite, I'm going to take it off because a lot of these were in my, I was tagged by Jerusha and Nastasia on Instagram, and a lot of these were in my Instagram favourites, but I've added some more for the video. Is my Chopard watch, which I bought in Dubai. Probably it has a blue sapphire here. Probably, well, Kelly was a baby, so I'd say like 7 years ago, and I didn't wear it for a long time. It has the floating diamonds, which Chopard is famous for. I also have a ring and a necklace in Chopard. I can't really shake it. It looks silly trying to shake it. This has a date. It's not automatic, it's battery operated. I had to change the strap over. The strap came with a white strap, and maybe that's why I didn't wear it for a long time. But then I changed it over for a black crocodile one, and now I wear it a lot. Also, when I was hairdressing in a different industry, you couldn't wear it because the leather would get ruined. I looked into getting a stainless steel band, and it was like $3,000 for the band. I thought that's just ridiculous, so I'm not doing that. I'm getting another leather one, which was still expensive. It was like $300, but now at least I can wear the watch. So last year was also for me the year of getting the rings that I have always wanted. So I would really like to mention these in the video. This one is the Trinity ring by Cartier, and it is the 3 bands all linked together. Yeah, my finger does swell, so occasionally I have to put it on this one and then I put another little ring over it. This one matches my bangle. It's the Cartier tank, the Cartier love ring. So many people are going to be giving me crap about this video because I made some mistakes, but you know, I always say I'm not an idiot, I'm human, I make mistakes. So yeah, that's what I'm sticking to. So that was a wish list marked off. And I wear mine stacked like this, which the woman in the shop said she'd never seen before, but I am really into stacking rings at the moment. These are just little cheapies. But so I like this idea. And you can pretty much do whatever you like. That's the beauty of these rings. So the last ring is a ring that I've always wanted as well, which I purchased last year, is the Bulgari B0. Now this one is rose gold and it has titanium in the middle of it. A lot of them, the B0 rings are meant to be flexible, and that's what they're famous for. And they come in, you know, 20 to 30 different sizes and different types of elements inside, like diamonds or ceramic or, you know, obviously titanium, different types of gold. You know, you can get many different variations. This was a collector's one. It was called Roma. I don't know if you can see that very well. And I wanted to get some rings that were big enough to go other than just on that ring, my wedding ring, and that at the same time as my little one there. So there's just 2 last items because I don't want to go on too long. But I really have to mention these Stephen Sprass scarves. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that properly either. So this one smells beautiful, smells of my perfume. I've had for probably, oh gosh, got a very bad memory, don't I? Probably, sorry, the lighting was really bad then. The sun's setting where I live. I live facing the west, so my necklace is going crazy. I feel like Elizabeth Taylor when I wear this necklace that Have Louis Will Travel got me in our swap. And the other night I was in bed reading and I didn't want to take it off. It's like, now I know, you know, like it's like it's a whole lot of diamonds. I really just love wearing it. So I'm sorry if it's giving you some reflection there. Anyway, let's go back to the scarf. I digress, got sidetracked. So this one I've had, gosh, maybe 4 years. And to tell you the truth, I can't even remember what Louis Vuitton store I got it at. I love having the little hot pink bit facing out. So I think that just breaks up the scarf. And let's be honest, that's what you pay for. So I don't mind all the mess in the background there. I've got some things going down to my storage cage. So yeah, so in winter you'll be surprised how warm these scarves keep you. Yeah, so that's the bluey kind of colour. Then when I went overseas last year on my LV wish list was to get the animal print again in, you know, these tanny colours. The only thing with these is this happens. And it really bugs me because you kind of have to, you know, rip it off eventually. You have to just break it because the edging is fringed. So, but I mean, other than that, you know, it's not that bad. So that's the tanny colours, and I always keep them, has the hot pink, has his details again there. Legendary, you know, signature, how he does it in the graffiti. So, yeah, I really like that. I haven't worn this one an awful lot yet. I tend to still pick up the blue one, but I am glad I have this, and I haven't had it for long. Like I said, I only got it last year, and, you know, August and September when I was away. I'm just rolling it back up. So, yeah, thank you, Jerusha, for starting this tag. I loved doing it, and I hope it wasn't too long. I will edit out some of it. And, yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.